If I had a problem, I'd be starving. I'd be hawking this watch. My championship rings, I would. I do not have a problem. I enjoy gambling.
We had some Chiefs -3 last night, and piece of cake.
Blowout.
Isaiah Likely's feet way out of bounds.
Yes, sir. That was one of the most fun games to sweat towards the end. I mean, it was brutal. It was like a brutal sweat, but like the finish was just like exhilarating.
Yeah, I was thinking during the second half, the way that the game kind of worked its way towards being close, it made me think for this week one. I mean, I'm looking at our board now behind you. I want to have a lot of dogs. I want points. That game came a 16th of an inch from Harbaugh going for two and the Ravens either winning by one or losing by one. And I think we'll have to double check. We'll have to check this on Monday. But I think out of the whole slate on Sunday, it would not surprise me at all if games are won by an average of less than 3 points this weekend. I think the 2 months these coaches have to prepare just will generate a bunch of close outcomes. But yeah, you said you had people following us on Chiefs -3, so you were sweating the end of the game like
Oh yeah, I had so many texts coming in throughout the game, like all game long, but especially at the end. My phone was just like ding, 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 like people texting just because they've been watching the pod and followed us on the Chiefs.
well, and they're like,
So
Harbaugh was going to go for two.
oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, just
No, we were
literally,
texting. I was texting with so many people, like, "Oh no, like the Ravens drive here and score." They're like, "Are they going for two?" I'm like, "Yes, that Harbaugh will for sure go for two. Like we have to stop him. There's no overtime."
yeah.
So
And he's that likely caught the touchdown, and then of course they pan right to Harbaugh, and he's like, "We're going for two, we're going for two," and I'm like, "Oh my God, this is the most gruesome way to start this."
loss,
Like
yeah,
seriously, it would have been the most gruesome beat to start the season ever for them to go for two and just watching a negative free roll 2 point conversion would have been so
yeah.
sick.
We're watching the end of the game, like, and don't care who if they get it or not. We just lose our bet.
Yeah, no,
That
literally,
would have been the
like,
worst
yeah,
end to such a like a fun game.
yeah, well,
But
yeah,
yeah,
just like don't you the most fun opening night ever, and then as soon as they score and they're about to go for two, you just go drive off a bridge and you don't even watch the end of the game.
hey, how
Dude,
about Lamar? How about Lamar missing Zay Flowers wide open in the end zone?
yeah, he missed a lot of throws yesterday. People are going to be really hard on him today on all the shows, and I'm a big Lamar fan, and he's obviously not Aaron Rodgers in the pocket. Like, he missed. I actually thought his biggest miss, like the worst throw he made, was the one where Likely got hurt. I mean, that's like
He
an
was
easy,
he just
that's
threw it
like,
too late. He threw it way too late because he was
well, he threw it way
open.
too high too.
That
Like,
too.
if you just throw it anywhere near his body, anywhere to the left of him, that's a really easy throw for most guys. Um, I thought that was the worst one because he has inside leverage. So the easiest catch for a tight end is just like all he has to do is just like catch the ball. Um,
I wish there was a camera on my face when Likely caught that last pass because I thought for sure he was like being carted like on his way to the hospital, and
right.
I was just like, wait, who? Who caught that? Not no, that was not Likely. He just got carted
Yeah,
off the
he's
field.
literally dead.
I know.
How
I
is
was
he
like,
catching
what?
touchdown? Yeah, it's
Yeah,
actually like I actually think there was some football god, gambling god juju on our side there because yeah, you can't lay on the field for 8 minutes and get your team a free timeout and then just come back in and catch the game-winning touchdown. That's insane.
well, you talked about it yesterday. You said maybe God just likes Patrick Mahomes and decides he's going
I'm
to win.
I don't think maybe. I think it's very clear that God loves Pat Mahomes. My buddy I was watching the game with yesterday is a trainer and he trains NFL guys. And we were talking about during the game like Mahomes, even though he's not the type of athlete that Lamar is, he's he's really sturdy. Like he has a really good trainer. He takes really good care of himself. He looks really strong. He never gets hurt. He looks really like underneath himself. He's just a really, really special athlete. And Lamar's a freak. Lamar's an absolute freak. He looks
So
skinnier.
good.
He
So
looks
good.
skinnier than last year, faster, and somehow stronger. He was like running, he was running guys over, like just absolutely obliterating people.
Well, do you remember when the season started last year? Or I really was like in training camp when like photos started leaking of Lamar and he was just like huge. He had like these huge shoulders
Jack
and
Diesel.
yeah, he was like running people over last year.
Yeah.
He definitely is skinnier, but he looks really, really good. He was so fast and
He was fast
uh
and he was taking a lot of contact. I mean, that's the thing is like if you want to nitpick on the throws late, like, you're not wrong. I just think, I mean,
no, he was great.
he
He
ran for
was
like
amazing.
130 yards. He's the only reason they're in the game. Like
I just
to
meant we
me,
got lucky at the end that he missed that throw. Like,
absolutely,
yeah.
absolutely, yeah. Yeah, but to me, like the Chiefs are way better. And watch out. If they get it going, like they just looked really good to me and they had some really crucial um tough plays. Mahomes had the third down at the end, batted away on a good play. Uh had a few drops, but
Yeah,
if they get that offense really humming, like I think
yeah, they
it's
missed a couple easy ones, like the one to Pacheco down the
yeah,
sideline. That was
yeah,
just an easy throw, and he maybe overthrew him a little. Pacheco should have caught it, but that's a touchdown if he just hits him in the numbers. And then the
yeah,
one to P Ryan on the third down, the little swing pass,
yeah,
that was just a miscommunication. I think he ran the wrong route, just ran a little wide. But what I was thinking about is like Kelsey he wasn't even involved in the game. He had three
yeah,
catches for like 30 yards and he was, he's been on tour with Taylor Swift. He's probably just not, I don't know. We know he's going to be good all season long. And when they start getting, when they're really clicking and Kelsey's in there catching eight balls a game. And I don't know how you stop them, dude. I think Pacheco might be one of the best. Like he's like a top 5 running back, dude. He's so good. And then
yeah. And
Kelsey, I think the biggest deal is clearly how good Xavier Worthy is going to be. That guy
right.
is going to be so good for the Chiefs. That
Yeah.
first game, that was like the best rookie performance I can remember in a really long time. Like he just looked untouchable.
Yeah, I mean he looks yeah. Yeah, I mean we everything we said happened was gonna happened. The Ravens O line was in shambles. Their defense is still really good. That's the other thing is the Ravens defense is gonna be good. And the Chiefs, I thought the Chiefs could have easily finished that game in the 40s if they played like a little bit better.